Good afternoon and welcome back to Carnation Crafts TV. So this hour now is a totally different hour. I've got it's another Crafters Select, but it's another new launch for you. And if you get this one, all I can say is I might have another little sneaky peek at the end of the show. So I would honestly say get this one right now. This is called Flourishing Foliage Stepper Card, okay? The detail, the design on this is so unique and so different. But again, think about all the different designs that you've got from Carnation Crafts. We've got some fantastic finished samples to show you as well. But just bear in mind, check out the price. The price on this, and it is a super big size die. I'm just going to turn this around so you can see. This one is $29.99. It's on a special show price as well. Should be $34.99, but this also will go back up. But honestly, this is going to be absolutely stunning to use with any of your characters, any of your florals. More and more, you'll notice with Carnation Crafts now, we're bringing you products that all slot together and will literally give you another dimension to something you previously got, and obviously future-proof it for something you haven't got yet. So this is going to be great. 260223 for this one on the website, but I have to already tell you that on this one the stock is absolutely flying out. We are already approaching 40% of the stock. This is how fast these are moving. Even before we left the other show, we were telling you we were approaching 30% of the stock. We are now approaching 40. It's ticking away this well. And if just to give you the heads up as well, if you're on the website and you're looking at this and you wanted to purchase the other one that we had earlier, Wild by Design, that now is approaching 50% of the stock, and that was literally just in one show. That one won't be back this hour, but it is available still on the website. But remember, the price for that goes up at midnight. Okay, now look at this. What a beautiful design that you have got here. You've got that beautiful foliage design on there. You've got the extra leaves to be able to put on this, but it is a stepper card. So you've got the pre-scored lines in here to be able to work this together. But with this, it kind of reminds me of a water lily. It's got that beautiful look. You can imagine, natural, very organic. You've got a fabulous design. But if you wanted to, it's got that like Indian fusion as well for me, because I'm thinking you could put gems on it. You could make it quite tropical. So you have got that mix and variations with that one. Again, you can download all the artwork available on the website to download for free once you purchase your actual designs as well. I think there is a few extra colorways as well, so just to show you, there you go. So you've got, let me bring this one in as well, so hopefully you might be able to see. You've got the green, you've got like a soft pebble grey in there, and you've also got this like a gold or like a soft khaki you've got there as well. So you've got the three different colorways, and honestly, when they're put together, this again will bring out different colors in the foliage and things that you are using. But let me show you some of the samples so you can see how incredible, because obviously here we've cut two and put them together. This is how the stepper card will actually stand and look on there. But the collections that the design team have brought into it, they've been so inspired by other ranges from Carnation Crafts. This has literally just been amazing. It reminds me a little bit, don't ask me why, this is my tiny little head. It's kind of a little bit like a church archway as well. So for like a wedding card, this would work. Yeah, like a church window kind of style as well. So you've got all these fabulous designs in these cards to be able to use. And when you've got a concept card, these are the ones that everybody goes for. You can make and sell with these. So for $29.99, you are getting the Crafters Select beautiful stepper card. Flourishing Foliage stepper card in there as well for $29.99. It should be $34.99, but like I say, the price will go up with that one. So do you know what? Without further ado, I cannot wait to show you and demo with this one, because like I say, I've used all different bits from other collections that maybe I've brought to you, or we've literally just bits that I've spied when I've come up here to Carnation Crafts. So earlier I was wandering around, oh, this is nice. I was saying to Bunny, oh, that's nice. If you designed that, we were having a look. I am like a magpie, because I'm like you crafters. I like new stuff. And obviously, you know, the excitement when you see, you know, the designs come to life is fabulous. So what you're going to do is obviously print this out, and then what you're going to do is die cut this. Now this is on the Pro print. This one is on, I think this is the 240 I've used for this one, because it's a heavier, because it's the card blank base. You'll also find it's got the score lines in. All you have to do is do like peaks and valleys with this one. And you'll notice some of these bits will fold forward. So if I hold this up so you can you see that's all folded? So now it's concertinaed in those designs as well. So if I bring this down and show you, can you see? You've got peaks and valleys there, and then that is the front of your card. You're also then going to do the same on the back. So it's really easy, but it looks like you've spent hours. It looks like you've been sat there with a craft knife and cut all this out. It's that bit. So do both the same way, and then all you're going to do is turn these over. Now with the top bit, what I would do is literally just glue about that far down. Okay, this is then going to give you your hinge for your card. Okay, you can put a score line in, but I wouldn't, because the more the rigidity you've got of it without the score line, the card will actually stand better. So obviously pop that on there. You could actually put vellum in between. Have a look on the website. There's vellum, there's acetate and things like that. But you could also, just by leaving that as it is, you could actually stick that onto the front of a card as well. So you could use it as a card topper and things like that, or you can use it like we're going to be using it here. So then you get your card that actually stands up. Okay, so I would definitely say to you, stick that together first and it'll make it a lot easier. Then I've got lots of pieces, and this was for, oh, I bent his antlers in the bag, sorry. Now with these are from one of the collections that I did bring to you, a Wild Beauty. I brought this a while ago to you, so I know a lot of you did get this one. I love the colour tones in it, and if you look like with the lavenders, the pinks and everything, it goes so well with the green and this foliage as well. So all I'm going to do first of all is just shape some of these. This piece I'm going to slot in behind just to give it that little bit of dimension at the back, but you know you're going to have lots of bits, and all I can say is, and I know a lot of you will be grumbling at home at me, if you get this, we've got something very exciting coming next week that this will look amazing with. Next Tuesday, that's all I can say so far until I get the green light. So that means you've got to stay with me all hour, I'm afraid, until I get the green light, and then I might have a little bit more information to be able to share with you all. But honestly, when you see what you can do with this shape card, you're going to just need it in general, because it's a great one to have. Then you've got all your extra pieces. Again, don't be frightened to bend these. These have got the cut lines in, so you can actually mold them and shape them and give them that detail on there. So all I'm going to do is just put a little bit of detail on to there as well. Oh, I've done it up wrong side. Bear with, one's left, one's right. I don't know my difference from my left or my right, but you'll soon work it out, because you'll look at it and then go, that doesn't match. So top tip there, thank you. So you can see there, this then will fit this side. So again, laying this on, giving it a bit of detail, but if you wanted to, you could actually fan it out like that. So you can actually elongate it and make it a little bit more. So just showing you, you don't have to lay it straight on top. You can fan it out a little bit and a little bit more fullness if you want to do that. So again, there's elements that you can bring to it, your own design as well. But I just think with these, I'm thinking as well with this, if you actually did this and then you could put like a little tea light. I've done it again. I'm an idiot today. Let me put that on there. You could actually put a tea light, and because it's got that fretwork, that design, oh, that'd look beautiful with a little tea light inside it. So, and also, do you know what else I'm thinking? Because my brain is running away with me now, is... Oh, I've glued it on wrong side. What is wrong with me? Oh. They look very similar, and I'm just having one of them days, but it happens to the best of us. But I'm not worried because I've got little bits I'm going to stick over this, so you're not even going to see where the glue was. So, you know, it happens to the best of us, so do not worry. Everybody at home, if you're doing the same things I am, don't worry. So with this, I'm thinking, you know, if you got 4 of them and like you made a little card square base, you could actually fasten it to it and make it like a lantern. Oh, I like that, you. Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking, because I'm just saying what we've got coming up, a sneaky peek. I'm just saying that would, you could make some fabulous things with that. So now I've got one of the tire bits that came from the same collection, and I'm just going to tuck that in there. I've got extra bits here as well, so we're going to take these bits, and these are the bits that are going to stick on the glue on the front. So like I say, I'm not worried about my glue marks, so, but you can do that. But also, you know, if you got the dragonfly one we had on earlier, you could have like a dragonfly on there instead, or the butterfly. That would work really nice on there too. So, oh, honestly, this is quite a useful one again, to be able to mix in and match in bits. Nice, but rather than having a plain card blank base, you've got that detail and that design and things like that. So really nice. I'm using one of the sentiments from the collection with the deer in, Wild Beauty, so I'm just popping a little bit of that onto there. I've got my little owl. My little owls are going to be in here as well, so let's add a little bit of this. But honestly, you are just going to have the best time with these kits, because I must admit I've had a great time mixing and matching all these different products. I've been so lucky to be able to come and have all these different bits, and to work with Bunny again, and I have all these little bits on here. But do get your messages in for me and Bunny. You know, we like to know that you're there with us, and tell us. Oh, we've had a few people saying hello already. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. But like, as you can imagine, and if you've been with us, we've had really busy shows again today. So it's gone very quick again today. It's been a little bit fast and furious. I'm not going to lie to you all. It's been very busy. I do like it fast and furious. If you've not seen me before, I do get a bit giddy, I must admit. So just adding a little bit of this on here. So just adding that on. And believe it or not, I've got really low blood pressure, so I don't know how that equates with somebody like me. I have got no idea, because there's nobody more full on than me. You think mine would be sky high, but it's not. So just adding that onto there. So I've got like my 2 owls in there. They're just like hiding underneath. And then I've got my deer at the back. And then as we pick this up and we bring this round, what a showstopper. You know, like you get to Bake Off and they're doing all the, and they'd have a showpiece at the end. This, yeah, I'd get a handshake for that one, because look how stunning this is. The colour palette is beautiful, but it's got that softness. Even though it's got that point detail to it, it's still soft. It's very fluid, and I just think how incredible that is. And I'm thinking as well, you know, like for wedding cards and things like that, because that's a little bit like a diamond shape, and you know what I mean? You've got such beautiful designs in this. But remember, I'm only here for this one show with this design as well. This is your Crafters Select. This is Flourishing Foliage Stepper card, and it is amazing. It's not just your ordinary flat card. This has got style, it's got grace, and it's also got that dimension to it as well. So this is going to be a beautiful one now for you to add to your cards and your projects. So let's do another one, but check out on the website, like I say, already 30% of this one has already got 40, sorry, we're approaching 40% of this one has already gone. So honestly, the numbers have moved that fast. We've been on 15 minutes, I'm just saying. So you can imagine it's been wild today. It literally has. It's been wild. Busy. I love it when it's like this, because I know you're getting all the stuff that you really like and you need. So, and I think it's nice to treat yourself to new stuff, especially on a Thursday. Right, let me show you what we've got. So again, with this one, if you have just joined us, hello and welcome. This is your Crafters Select for this hour. Now this one, like I say, it's got that beautiful detail on it. It is the stepper card, so you've got peaks and valleys. All you do is fold and score these back. When you are making the score lines and putting them in, just pull these little like petals or leaves forwards, your foliage, and then you'll find you'll get that lovely design. Do you know what else I'm thinking as well? If you were doing like home decor pieces. Oh, do you know what I mean? Oh, look at that. And then you could decorate it. Oh, yeah. See, can you see what I mean? As a crafter, we're nightmares, because then we start seeing different shapes, and I'm thinking I could add this and I could do that. So, oh, let me know what you do with it at home. I'd love to know what you're doing with yours. This is the beautiful like grey, that pebble colour that's in there as well. So again, I'm just adding my wet glue. You could use red liner tape, but all I'm doing is gluing it to there. I don't put a score line in it because I want the rigidity of the cardstock. If I put a score line in it, you might find then it's not firm enough. Please print this on at least 240 GSM. Please don't print it on the lighter weight one, because you will find it won't be strong enough. Because if you're putting everything else on, you will actually find it won't hold. So I would honestly say to you, do 240, because you've got to imagine then you've got like what, 480 there, so you can imagine you've got a really good strength. That on its own, it's a little bit, I'm seeing it like, yeah, like a prism, yeah, crystal, you know how crystals grow, but I'm also seeing something, you know, a bit heraldic, that kind of style, have you not? Yeah, it's kind of a little bit, I don't know, it's kind of got that bit about it. I don't know. I start seeing different shapes, but that's me. But you Google search it or whatever search engine, and have a look and see what you think. And she'll come back. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like a fleur-de-lis kind of mix, but not as swirly as that. Do you know what I mean? But with the shapes and that bit, that's what it reminds me of. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like a crest. It's a little bit like, you know, like you're saying Dungeons and Dragons and that kind of stuff. You know, for a man's card, you could, if you did it in like blacks and golds and, you know, changed it. Oh, I'm thinking, sorry, that's just me. Christmas cards, if you did it in gold, yeah. Because these, you could make them look like little Christmas trees. You could cut into them. Oh, look at us. See, they leave us alone 5 minutes and we've redesigned it. We are so crafty today. That's all I'm going to say. We are so crafty today, me and Bunny. We are absolutely just on fire. We are so excitable with all this new stuff. So we've got a few more hellos. So Bunny, can you let me know? Jenny West, hi Jenny. She did tune in earlier, so hello Jenny, thank you. Oh, Jan Bird, hi Jan. Hope you're having a great day. Jan wanted to know the size of the cards. All the sizes are on the website, but I'll have a guesstimation with my special measuring tool. Hang on. I reckon it's about 7, I want to say about 7 inches nearly. But she's going to have a look on the website. But they are, I would say it's about 7 inches high. We're on in this, so do not worry. I will let you know, confirm in a second. We've got another message from Terry. She says, hi. Oh, from Christmas Valley. Is that in America? I'm going to say, I think it is, isn't it? Oh, from Amanda. Hi, Amanda. She did tune in about a craft room being painted, so bless her. She's busy. Oh, she's ordered both die sets and she's so excited. Amanda, I have to say, well done. Because honestly, I came off air and I was like, I need a set of these. These, I just need these in my life. It's very exciting. And like I say, when you are buying the Crafters Select, think about these are future-proofing your system with Carnation, because like I say, this is going to come in so handy. Oh, well done. That's fabulous. So bless her. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being with me. I'm trying to make sure I get the glue on the right side this time, just to help myself out a little bit. So that is fabulous. Oh, thank you, everybody. Like I say, let us know what you've had for your lunch, and let us know, you know, just say hello. You don't have to say any more than that. And, you know, it's just nice to know that you are there with us. So thank you, everybody. That's super, super kind today. So let's add this into here. But I'm just blown away. I'll be honest, I'm blown away by this design as well. And this week, like I say, we have had some incredible new launches, everything from like the heritage range right through to the clean and simple. And then today with this one, we have so had some incredible, you know, discounts and also products. So just adding this onto here and building that up. But you could actually put a second layer on the back if you wanted to. I'm doing more of the front because obviously I want you to see how I've put this together. Now these bluebells are from Clean and Simple, okay, the collection. And then all I'm doing is I'm going to be layering these on the front. Can you see? So they're like cascading. But I do think the blue with the grey looks fabulous. And even with this one, I haven't got one. I'm just thinking one of my cards I did earlier, the big blue butterfly. Oh! Would look fabulous on this. If not, in a bit, what I will do is grab one of my cards that I made earlier and pull one of the butterflies off and put it on so you can see, because that's how bad I am. So I think they're over there. I'll have a look in a second or two. Just let me get one, because we're in mid-flow now and I'm just going to grab one. Stay with me. I am still here, but I just want to, I'm going to grab one of these butterflies off one of my cards that I made, because I don't mind taking bits off my cards. Do you know what I mean? But look, I just wanted to show you, if you got this earlier, oh, this is Wild by Design. Look at that. Oh, that'd look beautiful on there. Just giving you guidelines, you know that. You know, I'm as bad as you. I craft at home and I do start messing about with things and I think, oh, I could do this and I could do that. And, you know, I am exactly the same as you, so do not worry. But yeah, I like the idea of that butterfly. Do you know what? I think we're actually going to use the butterfly. I'm making that decision. We are instant. I want the butterfly because I've got some little ones, but I'm thinking I could mix them up. So we are using the butterfly on there. Oh, I never thought of that. I like that idea. That's a beautiful thing. Right, so then I've got some other foliage. I've got no idea where this is from, but have a look on the website and there is lots of different kits and foliage and things like that that you could mix in with this. But hopefully you can see already how incredibly effective it is at mixing up all your different products. I just need to snip a little bit off that to make it the height that I want. So some of the flowers that you've got, probably from some other kits, you might think, well, that's a bit big. Snip elements off, snip bits off and make it work for you, because that's the easiest way. And if you actually, then like I'm doing, if you use this on 240 GSM, you can actually just poke it into the glue. So you don't have to use a big dob of glue either. You can just add this in and you can see then you've got that fullness on there as well without all the hassle of adding in all those extra bits. So just pop in this onto here. That butterfly sits amazing on there. Amanda, you got both, so you'll be able to do this too. Oh, Amanda, well done. I never thought of that, putting the butterfly on it. And then when I started working with it, I thought, oh, I could add that in. Oh, I just love it when we get to play. It is all about play with craft. It is. It's fun, it's creative, and it's just, and like with these, I'm placing these wherever I want. You might be sat at home thinking, well, I won't put that there, I'd put that there. You do you, okay? That's what it's all about. I want you all to have the confidence and the belief that you can do it and you can put them wherever you want them to be. Because I think sometimes a lot of people, you kind of look at it, but like with this, I've put the same one there so it balances. It's all about balance sometimes with your cards. Then I've got these little pieces that are like more flourishy. And what I wanted to do was just tuck those in behind as well. So it fills out that little bit of that gap in the bottom, because then I nearly put pin flow on the back of my hand then. This is really going well now, this hour. What am I doing? So yeah, don't do that. Note to self, only use the everyday glue on your hand. Bunny's going, we were doing really well with her. Now she's lost the plot. I was, yeah, well behaved, and now I've gone rogue, I've run off, I've done all sorts in this hour already. Yeah, pulling bits off cards. It was off my card though, can I just say? It wasn't any of the design team cards. I would never do that, or any of Laura's card. I would never ever do that. I don't mind taking the bits off my cards because I don't mind. So then all I'm going to do is then these smaller butterflies, and these are from Clean and Simple, is I'm just going to just tuck these in as well. So again, adding all the little bits of luxury to this one. And that, because then I've got 3, always in odd numbers. So instead of just 2, and I had my bird to make me 3, I've now got the butterfly, the big one, 2 little ones, so you can mix those up. And I've got this little teeny tiny bird that is going to go in that little gap just there. But honestly, you will feel like a florist. You really will with this design. It's really going to give you that elevation. Now look at that. Oh, hang on. Just make sure, hang on. I would let it dry, hang on, let it dry before you stand it up, because like I say, I get giddy and I put lots on it, but you need to just let it dry before you put your card out. So leave it flat, let it dry, and then it will hold it and support it. But look how gorgeous that is. That butterfly was crying out to be used on that card. It really, really was. And if you want to do exactly the same as I've done, then you need to be picking up this one. This is the Flourishing Foliage Stepper card, okay? And it is a stunning piece to have. And like I say, even if you cut it out in golds, it would work for Christmas. If you want to use the coloured artwork that's come with it, you can see how many different colours you can put that on there. Your perfect papers, you know, cardstock, get them all out and start using this. That'd look fabulous as well, cutting the verdigris. If you've got any of the verdigris cardstock, that will look fabulous, because all the aqua that I used earlier, the blue, that would look fab, because again, it would go with the artwork. So you've got a lot of different interpretations that you can do with that one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the boards, because if you have just joined us, wow, we've had a busy day here at Carnation Crafts again. Now, this is the brand new launch of the next Crafters Select. We had one earlier on today, and then today, later on now, we've got this one. This is the Flourishing Foliage Stepper card. Okay, $29.99. It's normally $34.99, but goes back up at midnight. But as you can see, I'm bringing the glue in. This is a big shaped card, okay? So you can see there, the description, the measurements are online, but I think, obviously, if you do it when it's flat without the stepper bit folded, I would say it's about 8 inches. But once you've folded this up, you lose an inch, so it then becomes a 7-inch high card, okay? So roughly, that's with my measuring techniques. But you can see there, it is a big size, okay? Please do not doubt that. You're going to get all the extra little bits that you can add in the leaves, like I was showing you earlier. And look, if you get the different colorways, you can tuck them in. So you could add different colors to it as well. You could layer that up. Plus also, if you wanted to, you could add more to the outside edge of that as well and layer that up. But it doesn't just come in this colorway. It comes in the pebble colour, you've got the green, and then you have also got this like a soft khaki, kind of soft, really soft gold shade, very soft muted colour. But again, fabulous colourways, because you don't want it too bold when you are decorating it, because the imagery and the artwork will do the best for it as well. Now check some of these out. Again, totally different to what I've shown you. Different collections have been used, but oh, wow, these are showstoppers. Like I say, if you were in Bake Off with these, you'd be a winner. Handshake right there. Now look at this one. This is being really fancy. Look at that one. Oh, how gorgeous are these cards? Let me get a couple more, because I want to show you how amazing they all are. Look at this. These are magical. If you just want to take your cards to another level and bring in different designs, oh, because that's like a full bouquet kind of style card. So, you know what I mean? I wonder if you put like 2. Oh, what if you put like 2 or 3 together? You could snip it and you could put 3 together. Oh, look at me, hang on. I'm getting, oh, the creativity today has just gone wild. I bet they're all sat in the office with their head in their hands thinking, what is she doing now? Look, you could and then have one higher up, and you could have that slightly. Oh, you could make like your own castle. I'm just saying. You've got so many beautiful designs in that. Oh, I'm just absolutely loving today. I cannot tell you, but you are going to love this just as much when you get this home. But remember, already 40% of the stock as this has now gone. I'll try and let you know. Oh, hang on. As soon as I open my mouth sometimes, Kirsty's running through from the office. I can hear these little tiny, she comes running through. We are now approaching 50%. Okay, and bear in mind, we're not allowed to say that if it's not. So just so that you know at home, but 50% of the stock has now gone. And we're not even, are we halfway through yet? We are just halfway through. So 50% of the stock has gone in half an hour. You know what you're looking at. So like I say, when because the Americans, they'll be getting up now. They will be joining us. People will be coming home from work. They will have, you know, getting ready to get the kids from school. They will make sure they order theirs because they will not want to miss out on these one iota. So please be quick with this one. And I'll try and keep you up to date with Bunny's like, you need to tell him, you need to tell him. I'm like, oh, just a minute, just a minute. We don't want you to miss out because if you've had to wait for extended deliveries and things like that, you know, it's not that far away, but you want it when you can have it. And today is time to get that. Now, this time I've used that one that I said to you is like a soft khaki or soft, like a really, really soft old green, gold. That's the only way I can describe it. I folded this back with the score lines again. But look at that. Even just on a card blank, I can see that is just going to look incredible. So let's start gluing this together. This time, again, I've used flowers from... These are from Clean and Simple, these are. So we've used those as well, because again, I've got bits floating about. I think it was the hellebore, weren't it? I'm not a gardener, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm not the best at names with flowers and things, but I try my best. But yeah, I'm sure that was like the hellebore one. So this is just going to sit on here. It's a little bit like a Christmas rose as well, that kind of style. So again, folded this back onto there. And we've got that detail in there. One of these times I'm gonna add some vellum or parchment to these as well. I'm gonna get some, and then so I can mix and match different things for you as well. But look at that already. You've got. It reminds me Australia as well. The Opera House. Don't ask me why, but do you know what I mean? It's really got a lot of inspiration. Yeah, architectural, I'm seeing that. And like I say, you've got just so many different factors to this one. It really has been incredible. So, but this is what I mean. I'm not just a crafter who just makes cards. I do look at the designs and take it all, there's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? But sometimes I will keep looking at it till I can see what I want, what I can see and everything else. And I'm also thinking if you wanted to make it like a place setting, you could actually cut that bit away and just have that little bit, you know what I mean? Like a smaller size, so you could make like a mini size. Yeah. Like I say, all I do is I look at sizes and I keep thinking, and every time I work with it, I'll try and see what else I can see as well. So it's just sometimes just inspiration, isn't it? And it's, it makes a lot of you then just sit and look at it and, use it in different ways. Because I don't want you to use it once, then put it in a drawer. I want you to think, I've got that shape. We could do this. We could do that. And then you'll be like Bunny and me. We get a bit OTT creative then. I'm not going to lie, we do get a bit. I don't think she could stand me in office if we were designing stuff. Yeah, I like to bring something to the shows. I think it's my passion, and I've done it again, Bunny. Look, don't talk and try and craft at the same time, Dawn, sometimes. But no, I'm used to people talking to me in my head, to be fair. You know what I mean? I am a bit, actually. I'm just going to snip that a little bit because I don't think I've cut that right. So I'm just going to snip that bit Right, so let me position that onto there. That's going to sit there. So you can see with the colour, we've already given it that little bit of shape. Now we're going to start bringing in the hellebores. Okay, so with this one, my idea was with this, I thought I could actually have these sat on the inside. So these are actually, I'm going to flip that one over because obviously you've got the, you know, the pattern, so you can actually flip it over. And these are going to sit, so then these look like they're actually growing out the top of the card as well. And then I've got two more that I'm going to position a little bit lower just there, and they're going to sit in there as well. So let's start positioning these up. Like I say, use your foam pads if you want to. I would actually do a mock-up first and have a practice where you want to put everything and then work from there, because obviously with your foam pads, once they're down you can't move them. So don't try and freestyle too much, just literally do your positioning. That's what I always do. I lay them all out first before I then position where I want everything, and you'll find that is a lot easier. Plus I'm working with the wet glue, and then I have to try and hold it all up, and then it kind of moves a little bit. So don't do what I do, let it dry and then pick it up. But we like to move fast in telly time, so we're just doing this to be able to show you. But again, with these, I've cut those bits away so they're a little bit shorter. I'm just going to pull this out slightly so then I can go in behind and I can start tucking this into here. So already we've got that dimension, and with having those steppers in it, you've got that dimension to play about with it a little bit more. And you'll just be taking bits from everything. Like I say, this is clean and simple. I've got a little bunny rabbit. I've got no idea which collection he's from, but he was cute, so I said I wanted him. So I picked him up, but you can see this really will just come to life. So look at him, how cute is him. But Easter cards, things like that, this is going to be a great one now just to add in with those. I've got some of this foliage, don't know where it's from, and I'm going to add this on to there, and this is just going to sit at the back as a filler. Okay, now if you need to go back in, we have got glue applicators on the show as well, obviously on the website. I tend to take a little piece of cardstock, and what I'll do is just tuck it underneath and just catch the pieces, and I do that as well. The bunny rabbit is from Floral Dawn, of all things. Can you believe it? Floral Dawn. I should have known that, but I just saw it and thought, that's cute, I want to use it. So honestly, I give them a nightmare here, because I pick up that many different bits and then all of a sudden they just appear and they're like, where have you got that from? I don't know. I've got no idea. So my little bunny is just going to sit in there, so he looks like he's just nesting in between all the pieces. Then I've got some of this beautiful foliage. Again, I don't know where this is from. It was one that was a full sprig, but I've cut it down to make little pieces with it. Those bits are from Clean and Simple, but I don't know the kit with this one. So just adding this in again to give it that little bit of shape on the corners and the style. So they're just going to sit there. And just keep playing, just keep building it up and adding to it. And then what I'm going to do is just add one of the flowers there, so again it joins it, but then it just doesn't look flat at the front. You need that little bit of shape just there. So this little character is going to sit there with the flowers, and then I've got these other bits as well that I am going to tuck in behind to again give it that structure, and also to fan the detail out. It doesn't all have to sit in the center, remember that, because you've got the points of the foliage coming out. You can use them as like a point then to dress, so that gives a bit more coverage on those areas. So again, just going in, adding those in, tucking those in. But look at this, this is really coming to life now. I'm loving this. So let's have a look. Oh, we've had a lot of comments. That's very nice. Who have we got in there? Hi Denise. Denise is there. Hi Denise, good afternoon. Oh, she loved the show. She loved Wild by Design. Oh, thank you, Denise. Hi Linda. Oh, she's got the die. Oh, well done, Linda. You're going to love him. Oh, she's going to craft for Mother's Day with them. How? This would be a beautiful one for Mother's Day. It's March, I think, Mother's Day, yeah. Oh, hi, Alison. Hope you're all right. Oh, you couldn't resist. Can't fault you. It has. I think that's the thing. The more people are seeing it and what we've been doing with some of the dyes and the shapes and the ideas that we've come up with, I think a lot of you have been a little bit more like, yeah, I get that. I can do that, and we can mix it up. And like I say, the first one with the butterfly, that was an absolute, literally out of thin air we came up with that one. So honestly, we've done that. But thank you so much, crafters, for messaging. It's lovely to know that you're there with me and you're loving what we are doing as well, because obviously we did that. Oh, we got a comment from Elizabeth on YouTube. Rose, the one that's the roses that are on there, I don't know. That's from Legacy. That was from the Legacy collection. Oh, you did ask. Sorry. So we just found out that was from Legacy. Okay. But there is, if you have a look on Carnation, yeah, Bunny's not ignoring you. She was just trying to sort out which collections they were from for you. But there will be some other rose kind of styles available on the website. We've got quite a few roses, I'll be honest. And even, you know, Heritage that we had last week. There's this one. Obviously, I know it's hellebore, but it, you know, it's the same sort of thing. You could actually use that as a dress piece on there. But look at that. Lots of roses on there. So we weren't forgetting about you. We wasn't ignoring you on YouTube. Just obviously we're trying to find out. Look at that. Can you imagine for a christening card or an Easter card? New baby card. That would be really, really pretty to be able to use on that. Yeah, men's cards. Yeah. I do think for men's cards and things like that, this would be really great as well. And if you've got more like vines and things like that, I think Carnation, they do quite a few with different vines and things. You could have them growing up there as well. So for men's cards, this would be fabulous. So that's one using the Flourishing Foliage stepper card. Okay, so you've got that one on there as well. But $29.99, honestly, the hundreds of different designs that you can do with it. And now, honestly, like I say, we are at 50% of the stock has now gone of this. And like I say, we have only just been live just over half an hour with this one now. So again, busy. A lot of you are starting to get your head around the designs. You're starting to think outside the box, and that's what we want you to do with this one. But Crafters Select, think about this range as being your future proof. You're going to be able to slot these in, use it with all your dies before and ones that are coming as well. So do think about that. If you do want to get this one, it's 260223, and this is literally on the website as well. But have a look for your card stocks and your glues while you're there, and stock up. Pro print paper is a must, but I would say to you, get at least the 240 GSM one with this one, because you're using this as your card blank base, so you need something really strong. If you're using your 120, 170, it's not going to quite cut it. You need to have something heavier to print onto, so then you can use it as a card blank base. Now you have got this stunning design. You've got all the layers, you've got the foliage, all the accents that you can have to literally layer all these pieces up and build them together. That detail, you've even got like that cut out fretwork bit there. So again, it kind of reminds me as well. Can you remember the like the ghost leaves that we used to have years ago? Were they called ghost leaves? No. Oh, what were they? Oh, I'll have to I'll come back to that. But you know, like you used to just get them and you could see like the scaling in the leaves as well. I want to say ghost leaves, but they're not called that. They're called something else. But I've not seen them for a long time. It kind of reminds me of that as well. But this is the first colourway you're going to get, and this is this beautiful green that you've got on there. You're also going to get that pebble shade, that soft, beautiful grey shade on there. Do remember as well, because this is on your Pro Print paper, if you did want to ink the edges, you could ink it as well. So if you did want to take it down another tone with your grey ink pads, yes, you can do that. Don't forget to do that as well. And then also you have got here, this is like a very soft powder gold. That's the only way I can explain it, and a beautiful shade. So you're going to get all three shades in the collection, so you will have those to work with. Obviously print out the front and print out the back. Now I am going to crack on because we are running out of time, because probably I've been talking too much today. So So let's do this. Oh, and I've had a bit of a green light, crafters. That's all I'm going to say. So stay with me till the end. I know it's going to be a cross to bear, but stay with me till the end. I've got something super duper special to be able to show you as well. Oh, so excited, so excited. Right, so I have got the grey in this one, okay. Oh, I've got a grey one and a gold one. I don't know how I did that either, but that's how my day's going. So, skeleton leaves. Thank you, Alison. Thank you. I'm glad somebody is in my head. Yeah, skeleton leaves. Hopefully you all know what I mean now. Thank you, Alison. Don't you know, Bunny? Skeleton leaves, if you have a look, there used to be something we used to use in craft many, many years ago, and I used to love them because they were so delicate. Do you remember them now? No. They're like, no, it's not like in potpourri. They were an actual leaf, but as you looked at it, you got that, it looked like that, the skeleton. Put craft skeleton leaves in and see if that, and then you'll get an idea. But it looks like that, and obviously Alison knew what I was trying to get at. Oh, so well done, Alison. Thank you. Alison, thank you so much for being in my head and knowing what I was trying to get at. But yes, that was what I was trying to say. Now again, flowers, don't know where they're from. I'm just being honest. But I've got some grasses. These are beautiful. These would be so, so useful. These really, really would. So again, adding this to the base of the card. So that is just going to sit in there. Oh, we've had a lovely message from another lady, from another Linda. Hi, Linda. What's she say? These remind her of lotus flowers. Oh, thank you, Linda. Oh, she says, Dawn, you are inspiration. Thank you. I try my best because I want all of you to craft with confidence, and I want you to all have that passion and that, you know, and if you do get to a point where with your cards you think, I just can't do it, step away, leave it, come back to it another day. You don't have to complete it and get yourself stressed out about it. It is a process. I have days where I sit there and I'm at my kitchen table and I'm like this, and I push it round and I push it round and I think, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But then I tend to take myself away. I find my favourite colours like this, the pink flowers, things like that. And then I start again. But all I will do is this. I will lay stuff on and start positioning it. I never glue it. So honestly, just if any of you take that away with you today and just have a bit of a play, please do so. Really, really do hope so. But thank you. And it's lovely to know that my inspiration does help some of you. So that's amazing. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Because I do like to think that I can help you all at some point in some way. So I've got this little wooden sign, shall we say. This is from one of the other collections that I've got. So I'm going to be using this. So again, just tucking these in. Like I say, I think this was with the range with the deer and the little, you know, the tyre. The first one, Wild Beauty. I think it's from that collection, if I'm really honest. Now, this was a stone, but I've cut it up. So, or from that same collection, but I've cut it so I can stagger it in there. So, again, I'm making it look like cobbles now. So, it's more my style than how it was. But that's what it's about, okay? So, again, if you're never sure, cut them out, copy of paper. I always say that. And just have a play with them first. Don't have to, you know, stick them on and then think, oh, I don't like that. You can just take your time with all of these things. And that's what will then make the difference. So I'm just staggering that. So I've got two at the back, one at the front. So again, it looks like stepping stones. You've got that little bit of detail. Then I've got some other elements here that I've got that we're just going to add in and just add a little tiny bit of greenery around this front bit, because I'm going to leave the front quite plain this time. I don't want to add too much to it. So again, with cards, you know, it can be like a pizza. You can add as many toppings as you want, or another time you can think, do you know what, I'm going to be good, I'm going to scale it back. And that's what it's about. So again, you do you, because I do think it's so important to have that little bit of you in all your cards as well. Don't be frightened to think, well, do you know what? I like that. If you like it, do it. But this kit is really going to inspire. It really is. All the kits actually I brought to you this week have just been so inspiring and so different. Each and every one has been different in a different way. You know, it's not like a muchness. Yeah, there's something for everybody. And like I say, different designs for different occasions and different people and things like that. And that's what I want you all to do. And like with these, I've not got sentiments on them. But if you wanted to, you could actually, you know, have your sentiment there, or you could have your sentiment along the top. This is when your choice comes to play, okay? So again, I've just got some little teeny tiny daisies. I'm going to add a little bit of this onto here and add this in. But like I say, don't forget, these will be all on the website till later, but then the prices do then jump up. Go up at midnight, so don't miss out. Don't and ah too long or think, oh, I've got to ask him when he comes home if I can, you know, if he minds, you know, that kind of thing. Just order it and then say, do you mind, darling, if I get one of them? That's a good little stunt to try, okay? Or another little stunt, just order it. Just order it. And then when it comes, put the packaging in next door's dustbin. And he will never know. Make friends with your next door neighbours. I've done that with a lot of boots and shoes and handbags over the years. I can talk from experience of that. Just don't tell him. Make friends with your next door neighbour. Say, can I put this in your recycling bin? Because I have a lot of deliveries. And they normally go, yeah, of course you can. Ours is always half full. And then you just sneak round, put it in, and they never know. Top tip there for you. Look at that. Look how different the colourways. Let me show you. From the first one we did with the blues and the greys. Obviously, I've done the pinks with that one. We did this one, which again was a soft muted one. So you've got that. And then we went all out with that deep. I'm going to bring that one in. Or shall I put it there? Are you sure? Thank you. And then you can see there with the reds. Each and every different colourway, it doesn't matter if it's pastel or if it's a brighter tone, they're all different. They all work with all the artwork. And I know a lot of you have got the artwork for Carnation Crafts. You've brought a lot of dies over the years. You know each and every one of these is going to work with this fantastically. Now, dun dun dun, I am going to come round. I'll do it where we are. Right, just let me move these out the way because I am allowed now. I've had the green light from Mr. Mark and Mr. Nick. Let me show you. So, if you have got the Flourishing Foliage from this show, this is what you can mix it, and it's going to work very well with this brand new collection we are launching on Tuesday, and it's called Legacy. So check this out. And this is called the Fantastic Forest. Look at this one. It's got lights in it. How amazing is that? But can you see all the dies I have been showing you today are going to work with this Legacy collection so well. This is your sneaky peek right here, right now. We don't always do this. As you know, we don't always do this. But I thought, with us using this Flourishing Foliage stepper card, this, look, you can see it's on the back. That is the base. This is the base that they've used. They've used that with it. I thought, with the team, we need to show you this. It's not available yet. Just remember that. The Legacy won't be available till Tuesday or late Monday night. But if you want to get the Flourishing Foliage stepper card that then you can put the Legacy onto, get this now. Believe you me, $29.99 is your show price to get the detailed design stepper card you can use with this. Oh, look at that. You've got little fairies in there. You've got the squirrels in there. Look at the hazelnuts in it. Well, no, they're not hazelnuts. They're acorns, aren't they? Hazelnuts. Acorns and things like that that you've got in there. The fairies. This is absolutely incredible. I think, you know, lovely Laura is going to have a fabulous time with that one. But like I say, don't tell anybody. It's a bit of a sneak peek, really. So, shh. But we've let you in on it. Now, just want to say a massive thank you to all of you out there who's messaged in, and all of you who's been with me with these 2 shows today. We are now approaching though 60%. Since you've seen those designs, 60% now of this stock has now gone for this fantastic Flourishing Foliage stepper card. Bear that in mind, 60% is now gone. But massive thank you to you all and the team at Carnation and the design team for helping me put all these shows together to be able to bring to you at home. So all of you take care, stay safe, and I will